1. Bacteria outnumber human cells. The human body contains about 30 trillion human cells, but it also houses about 39 trillion bacteria, meaning we are more bacteria than human. 2. Brain power consumption. The human brain is only about 2% of the body's weight, yet it consumes about 20% of the body's energy at rest. 3. Eyes are unique. Just like fingerprints, no two human irises are exactly alike, making them a unique identifier for individuals. 4. The body can eat itself. During starvation, the body begins to consume its own muscles and tissues for energy in a process called catabolism. 5. Creepy medical practices. In the 19th century, it was common to use human remains, including bones and skin, to make items like combs, buttons, and even art. 6. The Great Emu War. In 1932, Australia declared war on emus after the flightless birds began eating crops. The military deployed soldiers, but the emus outsmarted them, leading to a failed operation. 7. Zombie ants. A fungus called Ophiocordyceps infects ants and alters their behavior, forcing them to climb vegetation, where they die, and the fungus can grow and spread its spores. 8. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, while 1 pumps it to the rest of the body. Interestingly, their blood is blue due to the copper content. 9. Tardigrades are nearly indestructible. Known as water bears, these tiny creatures can survive extreme conditions, including the vacuum of space, radiation, and temperatures as low as 272 degrees Celsius, 458 degrees, and as high as 150 degrees Celsius, 302 degrees. 10. Time dilation. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time moves slower in stronger gravitational fields. This means that time on Earth and time on the International Space Station are not synchronized. 11. The universe is expanding. The universe is expanding at an accelerating rate due to dark energy, and most of it is made up of this mysterious force which we still don't fully understand. 12. Neutron stars are incredibly dense. A sugar cube-sized amount of material from a neutron star would weigh about 6 billion tons on Earth. 13. We are all made of star stuff. The elements that make up our bodies, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, etc., were formed in the cores of stars, meaning we are literally made from stars. 14. You can't taste food without smelling it. About 80% of what we perceive as taste actually comes from our sense of smell, which is why food can taste bland when you have a cold. 15. We are less than a second old. The universe is estimated to be about 13.8 billion years old, and every moment you experience is just a tiny fraction of that timeline. 16. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. Estimates suggest there are about 10 to 24 stars in the observable universe, far outnumbering all the grains of sand on Earth's beaches. It's nearly impossible to comprehend, but the sheer size of the universe is staggering. 17. A day on Venus is longer than its year. Venus has an incredibly slow rotation, taking 243 Earth days to rotate once on its axis. Meanwhile, it only takes about 225 Earth days to complete one orbit around the Sun. This means a single day on Venus is longer than its entire year. 18. Bananas are radioactive. Bananas contain potassium, and a small fraction of that potassium is the isotope potassium-40, which is radioactive. While eating bananas won't harm you, the fact that they emit small amounts of radiation is mind-blowing. 19. A spoonful of a neutron star would weigh as much as all of humanity. Neutron stars are incredibly dense remnants of supernovae. A single teaspoon of material from a neutron star would weigh around 6 billion tons, roughly the combined mass of all humans on Earth. This is due to the extreme gravitational compression in these stars. 20. The largest volcano in the solar system is on Mars. Olympus Mons, located on Mars, is the largest volcano in the solar system. It's about 13.6 miles, 22 kilometers high, more than twice the height of Mount Everest, and about 370 miles, 600 kilometers in diameter, covering an area roughly the size of Arizona. 21. We are made of star stuff. The elements that make up your body, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, etc., were formed in the cores of stars billions of years ago. After stars exploded in supernova, these elements were scattered across the universe and eventually became part of everything, including you. You literally come from stars. 22. The Earth used to be purple. Some scientists believe that ancient Earth may have been purple rather than green. This theory suggests that ancient microbes used a different pigment called retinal, which absorbs green light and reflects red and violet, instead of chlorophyll, giving the planet a purple hue before plants evolved. 23. We live inside the sun's atmosphere. The sun's outermost layer, called the corona, extends far beyond the sun itself. In fact, the Earth lies within the sun's atmosphere, which reaches millions of kilometers into space. We are constantly bombarded by particles from the solar wind emitted from the corona. 24. There are rogue planets drifting through space. Not all planets orbit stars. Scientists believe there are billions of rogue planets drifting through the galaxy without a star to call home. These planets have either been ejected from their solar systems or formed on their own, and they wander the universe in darkness. 25. A year on Earth is not 365 days. Technically, a year on Earth is 365.422 days long. That's why we have a leap year every 4 years to correct the calendar. Without leap years, our calendar would drift away from the actual time it takes the Earth to orbit the sun. 26. You could fit all the planets in the solar system between Earth and the Moon. The average distance between Earth and the Moon is about 384,400 kilometers, 238,855 miles. If you line up all the planets side by side, they would fit in this gap with some room to spare. Their combined diameters total about 364,799 kilometers, 226,000 miles.